behalf of our vendors and the entire team, we'd like to extend a very warm welcome to everyone that's come along today, whether you be friends and family, any neighbours that are supporting, anyone that just happens to be walking past, and of course those of you that are here to buy. Now if you are here to buy today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make things very simple for you today. Probably around about this time you start to get a little bit tense, a little bit nervous. That's perfectly understandable. My job as the auctioneer is just to make sure that everyone here today gets a fair and equal chance to buy this fantastic home behind me. The way we're going to do that, we're going to follow a rather simple process. There's 3 stages to it. The first stage is we're going to review the contracts. Second stage, we're going to talk about the fantastic opportunity, what's on offer, the area, the home. Before the third part, which is the part I'm sure you're all here to see and hopefully participate in, we'll open up the bidding and allow one lucky buyer to become the newest member to the Knox College estate. Now ladies and gentlemen, if you are that lucky purchaser here today, at the conclusion of the auction we're simply going to ask you to come inside, sit down, sign an unconditional cash contract. Settlement terms are calling for 90 to 120 days. The contracts themselves, they have been on display for the past half an hour or so, and I know looking around today many of you have already requested and received the paperwork. I'm pretty sure everything you need to know has been fully encompassed in the documentation. The channels included today is pretty standard. It's all fixtures, fittings, fixed floor coverings, window furnishings and light fittings. As inspected here today and throughout the last 4 weeks. The only exclusion to that is the home theatre system in the downstairs rumpus room. The title, that's referred to as Lot 20, Plan of Subdivision 204500J. The volume is 09717 and the folio is 840. That's the land, better known to you, me, and our friend Australia Post. It's number 8, Sally Close here in Wantirna South. The land size is approximately 664 square metres. The vendor statement, or section 32, as it's also known, shows that the rates for the City of Knox are some $2,326 per annum. The land is zoned general residential, and Vic Rose have declared they have no further interest in the land. As you would expect, for a home like this, all your services are already connected, whether it be gas, water, sewage, electricity, it's there. For your connection, all you've got to do is choose your provider. Now today's auction is a Schedule 1 auction and will be conducted in accordance with the Sale of Land Act 2014 and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers on a property after the property has been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors, they have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law that prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it does provide fines for this conduct. The rules, they permit vendor bids. The words I will use during the auction to indicate I'm making the bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. It's the contract and the rules, made it as simple as possible for you here today. Are there any questions before we get started? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to talk about this home a little bit because it is a bit different to some of the homes you would have seen in the area. It's actually architecturally designed and built by Grillo Builders, and it's the epitome of luxury and opulence. We're here, screened from the street, the trees that we have in front of us. As soon as you walk on the aggregate concrete up to the doorway, you'll be impressed with the marble entrance, double timber doors that lead you into the centre of the home. Inside there you've got your formal living and dining room with the soaring ceilings. Turn left and it takes you into the theatre room, the rumpus room, use it how you will. Turn right, you're in the hub of the home, the family area, the kitchen, blackwood timber, granite bench tops. It's a cashmere gold granite, it's the bench tops, splashbacks. You've got melee appliances. It's an Impala kitchen, it's very high-end quality. You've got internal access to your double garage, you've got access to the rear where you've got a covered entertaining area, and a bit of room for the kids to play as well. The luxury that continues upstairs as well, hardwood polished floors in all of the rooms, all of the bedrooms. You've got floor to ceiling porcelain tiles in all of the bathrooms and wet areas. And you've got a retreat size ensuite, complete with its own bath. The area, we all know how good that is. We all know what's happening in the area. I'm here every week telling you about it. We've got a plethora of bike trails, tracks for the kids to play, parks around. Turn right up here and you're going to go towards Gels Park. Hang a left on the bike trail, you're at Westfield Knox, probably in under 10 minutes. We talk about it every week. $450 million is going to be pumped into that shopping complex. It's only going to improve the area. We're walking distance to some of the best schools in the area, whether that be Waverley Christian College, the Knox School, easy access to St Andrews, or Glen Waverley if that's where you want to send the kids. Eastlink gets us in the city in 30 minutes, or down on the peninsula on the Sunday as well. Market still outperforming. Every week we say it, the clearance rates are about 80%. If you are here to buy today, ladies and gentlemen, you probably are going to have to stretch yourself, you probably are going to have to fight. It's those people that go the extra 5, 7, or maybe even 10%, they're the ones that are securing home at the moment. So with that, that's enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to pass it over to you. Where can I see a fair and reasonable start for number 8, Sally Close, here in Wantirna South? What do we say? Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? I'm in your hands now. At my say, it's time for you to have yours. A very old saying in real estate, a very true one. Doesn't mind where we start, it's where we end up. It's up to you from now. I know it's early in the morning. Coffee van's here. The idea is to get the caffeine into you nice and early, get you pumped up. Maybe there wasn't enough in them. Maybe we'll have to get searched, put some more caffeine, double shots in the next one for us. I don't mind where we start, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to you. Your new life starts with an opening bid. I know a number of you have been through, expressed interest in the area, talking to us around the 1.2 million. I'll ease us into it on a vendor bid. At $1 million now on a vendor bid, the bid's with me at $1 million. I'll pass it back to you. At $1 million now, what do we say? Where do we go? I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now for you. At $1 million, take a rise anywhere at all. At $1 million, $1,050,000 can I say? At $1 million, should all have your hands in the air at that level. Represents great value. Just last week, many of you were there. Number 3 Renault Road, 3 bedrooms, 1 living area. Sold for $910,000. At $1 million, you'll be getting a steal. At $1 million then, I'll count it down 3 times. At $1 million for the first call, at $1 million. The second call, at $1 million. For the third and final call, are we all done? Just come along to hear me talk. They say it's okay to talk to yourself. That's what I've been told anyway. It's when you start talking back to yourself that you got problems. I'm happy to keep talking if I need to. We're at $1 million, calling for $1,050,000. For the third and final time, what do we say? $1 million. Are we all silent? Well, I'll move things along then. I know there's a number of you here to bid. Moving along with another vendor bid at $1,050,000. Bid still with me at $1,050,000 and invite anyone in for 1.1. At $1,050,000, 1.1 if you like. At $1,050,000, 1.1 if you like. This auction just reminds me a little bit of a first date I once went on many years ago, obviously before I was married. There's a few people here who've got an idea where we'd like the night to end up, but no one wants to make the first move. Happy to keep things moving if I need to. $1,050,000 now. Call it for 1.1. At $1,050,000, I've called it down 3 times. First call at $1,050,000. Second call, $1,050,000. For the third and final time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got all day, but I'm sure you want to keep things moving as well. This will be the last time you hear from me today. At 1.1 million, final vendor bid. Bid still with me at 1.1. I'll invite you in for 20 if you like. At 1.1 million, bids with me, calling for a rise at 20. At 1.1 million, 20 if you like. If you're here to buy today, ladies and gentlemen, you need to make a bid first. If you want to come inside and talk to my vendors and have the first right to talk to them, I need you to be in control of the auction. We're at 1.1 million, calling for a rise at 20. At 1.1. For the first call, at 1.1. The second call, 1.1 million. For the third, final time today, as I said, I've had my say. For the third and final time, are we done? Finished and silent. Just to explain to you what will happen from here, ladies and gentlemen, I will, if necessary, formally pass the property in at 1.1 million. Normally what happens at that point is a number of people come up to us afterwards, tell us they're interested in the property. What happens then is it's hard for us, we have to negotiate separately, you don't know what's going on. It's far better to bid out here in the open. We're happy to do it behind closed doors. We know we've got a number of buyers that can't actually bid today under auction conditions, so they'll be very happy if we do pass the property in, so we give them an opportunity to buy. So for the third and final time, are we done? Are we finished and silent for today? 1.1 million. We all done. Finished. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you very much for coming along today. We appreciate your attendance. I will formally pass the property in. I'll go inside and talk to our vendors. If you do have interest, I know a number of you do, please let one of our agents know, and they will take you inside and speak to you after. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best with your weekend. Please let one of our agents know if you have any further interest.